Hello friends, welcome to my channel Data Making. In this video we are going to discuss about how to create a first Docker image and container using a Docker technologies. So we saw Docker is a containerization technology which will be used to create a environment where you can actually isolated environment where you can run your application as a containers, right? So let's start with exploring what is Docker file, okay, and how to build a Docker image using a Docker file, and we'll see how to create a Docker container from the Docker image. Okay, so what is Docker file? So Docker file is simply a text file with the instruction to build a Docker image. So it is going to have a set of instruction. Based on that instruction, when you build when you actually issue a Docker build command, okay, the Docker file will be taken, and based on the set of instruction in the Docker file, the Docker image is going to create. So after that, once the Docker image is created, we can run the Docker image to create a Docker container. Okay. So let's explore how to do this. Okay. So I'm going to log into my virtual machine. Okay. So I created a empty folder. Okay. So I'll just log on to that. Just navigate to that folder. Okay. Right now there is no files in my Docker file. Okay, let me, sorry for the interruption. Let us continue. So, let me log in. Okay, so we actually created a empty directory called first Docker image. Okay, so we are going to create a Docker file. Okay, so Docker file basically how the naming convention should be. So So generally, it should have the first letter as DS caps and Docker and file. Okay, without any extension. So when you do a Docker build, so this Docker image, Docker file will be taken, and based on the instruction in the Docker file, the Docker image will be created. Okay, so the Docker build command will actually look for this file. Okay, but you can give any file name. If you are giving different file name other than this convention, so basically you need to specify your file name while doing the Docker build. That's the only difference. Okay, I'm using a nano editor to modify this file. Okay, so this is an empty message, empty file. So first instruction is basically I have a simple instruction. So first you can have a comment. Okay, so I let me copy paste this comment. So you can actually have it a comment. Okay, so uh, you can have a comment, then followed by the first instruction should be from we may which image you are going to build it. Now build it, actually you can build a simple image, and also we can use the from scratch to have a just empty image. Okay, so basically that image will have a kind of empty image, right? But actually I want to use the Ubuntu image, and I want to run some shell command to just execute it, so that the container will run those commands in the container. Okay, so first instruction will be from. Okay, and image which you are going to pull, I'm going to pull the Docker the Ubuntu image. Okay, and then you can actually tell the maintainer. Okay, so basically it's kind of author for your Docker file. So maintainer is the command which followed by you give the user information with the email ID, which is kind of a author for this Docker file, right? I given data making as my username, and the mail ID is indiacloudtv@gmail.com. Okay, then followed by there is a command which I'm going to run. This is the echo command. It's a Linux command, shell command, which I'm going to run while creating the container. Okay, so it is going to pull the Ubuntu Docker image, and then it's going to add this maintainer, and then while creating a container, it is going to run this shell command, and we'll see this output. This text message will be seen while running this container. Okay, so let us save this in the nano editor. Control uh, control O for write out. Okay, and then enter. So it is written. Okay, and save. Okay, say I say save. Control Y. Okay, so it is written. So just want to verify that the file is having the content. Okay, so it's having the content. So basically first is a comment and followed by from Ubuntu the maintainer and the shell command, echo command, we are going to run it. So now we want to build this docker need to build the docker image using this docker file. The command is basically this is a command. So basically you should have a docker build. So sudo why I'm adding is basically my current user data making is not part of a docker group. So just why I'm using into sudo. So sudo followed by docker and build, and then my -t. So actually I want to give my docker image name with the tagging. Okay, so I just say that's why I've given -t for tag. So I given the docker image name as first docker image and colon the tag basically I'm giving 1.0 and followed by dot. Dot is nothing but where your docker file is located. Dot basically represents the current location, right? So suppose if you are running this command from somewhere else, and if you want to tell this docker files, you need to provide the path of the location or path of the docker file where it is located. Okay, and let me run this. It's asking password. Okay, so you see here the first command, it is running from Ubuntu, so it is pulling the Ubuntu image. Okay, then the second command is basically the it's adding the author, and third command, it is actually uh, running this. Actually it will temporarily create one container, it will run it. So anyway, we are going to run this, and I'll show you. Okay, the docker image is created. The docker image name is first docker image dot 1.0. Okay, so our docker image is created. Now let us go and run. So let's see the uh, docker. I'll run the command called sudo or docker images. It will show you which the docker images. So you see there is a two image. One is the Ubuntu image we pulled, and there is another image called first docker image, and tag name is 1.0. This is the image we created using the docker file. Now let's run this. Okay, sudo docker run followed by, I'll give the image ID. Okay, so it is going to print the echo message we put. So hello world, this is my docker image and container. So this is how you can actually build the docker image using the docker file. So this is a simple container. We just run your echo command and it exits out of the container. That's what we done it in this image. Okay, so in the next video we'll build a more sophisticated docker images, and also we'll see different docker containers for different technologies like databases. We'll see different databases provides as a container for our usage. Let's say different technologies with using a docker container. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful to you. Please subscribe to my channel Data Making to get more technology videos, and watch my other playlist which is having more videos on different technologies like Spark and Hadoop, other stuff. You can also get a free image for free virtual machine for Hadoop and Spark uh, technology. Thank you so much friends. See you in the next video.